What if, on that freezing night of April 14, 1912, the Titanic never struck the iceberg? Imagine history rewritten. The world's largest and most luxurious ship reaching New York safely, welcomed by thousands cheering its arrival. Without this tragedy, over 1,500 lives would have continued, forever changing maritime history. Safety rules we rely on today might have taken decades longer to appear, impacting every ship afterward. But would ocean travel remain dominant, delaying the rise of aviation? This single event could have reshaped everything: travel, safety standards, even our global culture. If the Titanic hadn't sunk, the urgency to improve maritime safety might have been far less intense. Before the disaster, ships didn't carry enough lifeboats for everyone on board. It was the Titanic's tragedy that forced new international laws, making lifeboats and emergency drills mandatory. Without this incident, ship companies could have continued prioritizing luxury and profits over passenger safety. Radio communication protocols, essential today for distress calls, might have remained outdated for years. Delaying these changes could have meant other ships facing disasters even worse than Titanic's, altering maritime safety forever. If the Titanic had completed its journey safely, it would have been celebrated as a symbol of unstoppable human achievement. The White Star Line and other companies might have focused even more on building bigger, more luxurious ships, instead of safer ones. Ocean travel could have remained the world's top way to cross continents, possibly slowing down the growth of air travel. Investors would have poured money into sea routes, believing ocean liners were the future. This might have delayed major developments in aviation by years. In this version of If the Titanic had arrived safely, it would have boosted public confidence in luxury sea travel. The ship's fame would have turned into a powerful marketing tool, making ocean tourism more popular and accessible earlier than it actually did. Cruises might have become a trend for the middle class, not just the wealthy elite. Cities like Southampton and New York could have become global tourist hubs much sooner. And without the tragedy, we wouldn't have the iconic Titanic films, books, or museums that shaped pop culture. The story would be one of success, not sorrow, changing how the world remembers the Titanic forever. If the Titanic had never sunk, the ripple effects would reach far beyond the ocean. Maritime safety reforms might have been delayed, putting countless future passengers at risk. The cruise industry could have expanded faster, changing how and when people traveled. Air travel might not have risen so quickly, shifting the timeline of global transportation. Even the cultural impact would be different. No Titanic memorials, no emotional stories passed down through generations. One ship's safe arrival could have rewritten history. It shows how one tragedy shaped technology, travel, and even the stories we tell today. The idea of a Titanic that never sank isn't just an alternate history. It's a powerful reminder. Sometimes it takes great tragedy to spark meaningful change. Without the Titanic disaster, global safety laws, rescue systems, and emergency preparedness might still lag behind. This shows how loss can drive progress and how remembering the past helps protect the future. Whether the Titanic had sunk or not, its story teaches us the value of vigilance, innovation, and human life. It's a lesson the world must carry, no matter how the history is written.